In this video, I am going to show you exactly what a full day of eating for diabetics and pre-diabetics looks like. Grab your pen, your paper. I promise you're going to love all these recipes. The three simple ingredients are egg whites. My biggest rule of thumb, check out the label, make sure it's 100% egg whites. You can see I got these at Walmart. You can get them at any of your grocery stores, just like our mozzarella cheese. Now you can get this at Kroger. This blue package is from Aldi, which is happening to be one of my new favorite grocery stores. Let me know in the comment section if you have an Aldi in your town. And then our peanut butter. Now I have three different ones I want to show you. We have Crazy Richards, and really my biggest complaint is how the oil comes to the top of it. Now something that I've learned is that you could flip it over, and what that does is that'll help the oil kind of distribute throughout the entire product. Let me know if you have a better suggestion, because sometimes that actually doesn't work for me. We have the Good peanut butter. This is one where they use sometimes a little bit of stevia in there. You can see that it is no stir, so it's a little bit more of a positive. And then we have our Jif. Now my biggest rule of thumb, again, I am a big label reader. Just check out that label, look at the ingredients, look at the sugar, pick the one with the lowest amount of sugar. Grab your whisk or a fork. I'm a fork girl. Measuring cups, yep, my drawer is a disaster. A bowl and your chaffle maker. Go ahead and add a half a cup of your egg whites to this bowl. Now, if you've seen a lot of chaffle recipes on the internet, which is just a fancy word for a low-carb waffle or a diabetic-friendly waffle, a lot of them have eggs. I love eggs. I think eggs are wonderful. You know, eggs are an amazing source of protein. However, I know a lot of us right now are saving calories. So I use the egg whites, and sometimes the egg whites are a little easier for me to use because I just pour them out of a carton. I don't have to worry about cracking an egg, and I know that may be a little first world problems, but yeah, give me those egg whites. They still have 4 grams of protein. They're 18 calories. And if you're switching eggs out of any recipe, for 1 egg, you're going to use 2 egg whites. Next, we're going to add our half a cup of our mozzarella cheese. And again, my biggest rule of thumb, gang, and I've said it once, I've said it again, I'll say it 4,000 times, is we always want to look at that label. This is a great way that we can compare products. We can compare the store brand to the regular brand. I am a big store brand person. I love to save money, and I just make sure I double check the labels. This will not be a pretty mixture. Now you could take your fancy pants blender and blend it down. You go for that and you go, girl. I am all about that, but right now I'm just trying to save myself some time. Our secret peanut butter, we are going to add 2 tablespoons to this. Now you see it's taking me a couple seconds. You could see that I picked the Jif. Of course you could pick Crazy Richards, or you can pick your favorite brand. That does not hurt my feelings. And you're gonna want to make sure to stir this until it's well blended. Again, this will not be pretty, but it sure as heck's gonna taste pretty. Plug in that dash, grab that pan, get your batter, and some tongs, and yes, another unorganized drawer. Now go ahead and spray your dash with a little bit of Pam and pour a little bit of your batter directly into the middle of your dash. Now I really should be measuring this. I'm going to guesstimate it's about 2 to 3 tablespoons. And you're going to go ahead and close your dash and cook it for about 3 to 4 minutes. Now you can grab a pretty plate, or you can grab a paper plate. Let me know in the comments section if you're a paper plate person. And you can grab a couple toppings. There's a couple of sugar-free syrups that you could use that are on the market that are fantastic. And when we go ahead and lift that lid, you could see that yucky batter turned into this gorgeous diabetic waffle. Gang, I'm Dietitian Shelly. If you were too busy watching this video without taking notes, no worries. I have the recipe down below, and be sure to subscribe. Thanks, friends. Now follow me to the refrigerator for that one simple ingredient. It is Kroger mild Italian sausage. Now y'all know me by now, my bougie on the bayou self. I shop at the Kroger, the Walmart, the Albertsons. Of course, you can get your own. You can get your favorite, but remember to look at that nutrition label, and particularly looking at the carbs and the sugar, because these food companies are so sneaky. It's like they're sneakier than kids trying to sneak in candy behind the teacher's back. Boo. But we don't do that in this kitchen. We look at that label. So all we do, take our sharp knife, get that plastic off of there. And now you're going to follow me to the beautiful air fryer. So I have a Ninja Foodie. Yes, it was a great Christmas present. Thank you, Mama. Love you. Mwah. And we're just going to put our sausage links in the air fryer basket. Notice I didn't spray, don't have any oil. We are just putting them in as is. They're sticking together a little bit, you know, probably if I wasn't filming this, I would use my fingers, but I'm kind of being polite and just putting them in there with the tongs. Now, once they're in, we are going to give that little close. If it's in your air fryer basket, just put that basket in, press the start button, hit that air crisp, go ahead for 360 for about 8 to 9 minutes, and we're going to do a little checky brew. We're at the halfway mark. Let's check on our sausage, and we're going to grab those tongs and give them a little tilt-a-whirl, a little turn there, and ooh, they are crisping up. I gotta love it. I can't sing, but I always sing song to myself when I'm cooking or I'm watching Snapped, one or the other. So after we flip this around, we are going to close that lid and do the exact same thing. We're going to go ahead and cook at 360 for about 8 to 10 minutes. Oh, child, these are done. Let's go ahead and take them out. I mean, look at that crisp. I just love sausages cooked in the air fryer, and I promise you're going to love it. The kids are going to love it, but let me show you how we're going to complete the lunch. Follow me, eh? Yep, you're going to see my little stand. You're going to see my pantry door open. Whoopsie doodle. Yes, I'm wearing shorts into that. That bun is Sola. Sola is at Walmart. Ooh, my bougie on a bayou. I'm going to top it with a little mustard, a little onion, green onion, do whatever you like. But gang, that bun, the Sola buns are low in net carbs. They're delicious. This makes a great lunch. For the recipe, scroll down below. And for more low carb and laughter, be sure to subscribe. Grab your shopping list because these ingredients can be found at your favorite local supermarket. Yes, I'm talking about Walmart, Kroger, Albertsons, y'all. We have Swerve. You're going to see why I love this in a second. Apple, don't panic. You'll learn why. Some sugar snap peas, Greek yogurt, lemon juice, carrots, and of course, coleslaw mix. Grab that weight loss fat burning winner, Greek yogurt. Measure on out a half a cup of it, and you're going to put it in a large bowl. So this is a winner for a couple of reasons, but the main one is this high protein content. So many of y'all are going to ask me, hey, can we use a dressing, like a sugar-free dressing? No, because those sugar-free dressings do not have protein. Greek yogurt's higher in protein than regular yogurt, and remember, protein keeps us full, so it promotes satiety, which is the feeling of fullness. It's low carb naturally, and it's low on the glycemic index scale. It ranks about 6 to 11 points, and just to give you a gauge, our good old raspberries is about 37. Now, we like things that are low in the glycemic index because it will produce less blood glucose and insulin, which will help us to avoid creating body fat. That's a lot of stuff. That means get Greek yogurt into your diet. We're gonna add to that a tablespoon of our Swerve. You can definitely give it a little mixeroo right here if you would like to, or you can go ahead and add in that tablespoon of lemon juice. This is gonna give us that tang. So again, give it a great little mixture. And again, so many of y'all are gonna ask about different vegetables. I love sugar snap peas. I feel like it gives me a crunch. This is something that you could snack on in the car for sure. I do this a lot. I get funny looks. I used to fly a lot. I really don't anymore, thank goodness, because, you know, as I've gotten older, flying's kind of lost its romantic appeal. But I used to bring sugar snap peas on the airplane, and folks would look at me like I was crazy. And I'd go, hey, leave me alone because I'm a dietitian. Back to these vegetables. Use what you like and chop it how you like. I'm not a chef, gang. I'm just using a regular old knife and a regular old cutting board, and I'm adding in an apple. Now, before you clutch the pearls, start sweating, panic a little bit. Apple is a high fiber fruit, and we're only adding one to this mixture. I need a crunch. I need that, you know, kind of sweet feel in this salad. And we're going to chop this up very thin as well. Now, one of my little tricks, because I was a 4-H'er growing up, is that I like to kind of mix things as I go. So we're gonna add the chopped up sugar snap peas and apples to our Greek yogurt dressing and give it a really, really good mix up so that everything gets coated. It's gonna be like mouth watering. It's gonna be fantastic. And then now we gotta add the final ingredients, which is our coleslaw mix. And I do add it a little bit at a time. And then your shredded cabbage. And again, add as much or as little as you please. This is a salad to please you and your family. I really just give you the base of this. As we
mix it. You know, I probably should have used a bigger bowl, but that's okay. And I'm a little lazy because I'm not going to get a larger bowl. You are going to love this. Look at it. It's beautiful. I mean, smelly vision's not there. Crunch vision's not there. This does everything. It's mouth-watering. It's crunchy. You're going to want to make this. Scroll in the description box for the recipe. And again, while you're down there, download that 7-day menu for you to lower your blood sugars and help you lose weight. Gang, I'm Dietitian Shelly. Please subscribe to this channel and much love.
Now, you can't have a recipe without the ingredients, and all these I've purchased at the Walmart, Kroger, Aldi. You can shop your favorite stores for the deals. We have our fajita seasoning mix at about $1.25. The most expensive part of this is our meat at $8.89. Onion averages about 70 cents. Our Mission Carb Balance wraps are about $4. And our cabbage bag is about $1.50, which brings us to a total of per serving, about $4.09. Go ahead and grab that crock pot or slow cooker. Let me know what you say. Are you team crock pot or team slow cooker? Let me know in the comments. Cutting board and knife. We're going ahead and giving that onion a nice little cut. One onion, 44 calories. You all know this by now. Cutting onions makes me cry. Yes, I wear contacts. I have tried so many of the wonderful tricks and tips y'all have given me. Thank you so much for those, but guess what? I need more. So I wear my contacts. I still cry. I put the onion in the refrigerator. Still cry. I put the onion in the freezer. Still cry. So if you have some thoughts, I really need to know in that comment section. If you're new here, hey, I'm Shelly. I'm a dietitian. During the day, I see folks with pre-diabetes, diabetes, those in post menopause, as well as those looking to lose weight. If that's you, you're going to want to subscribe to this channel because, hey, you're going to get some great recipes and tips to follow. You see that I add the seasoning to this. Use fajita. You could use taco seasoning. Just make sure that sugar on the label is 0. I'm adding my stew meat to this, and you know, meat is a great source of protein. Protein keeps us full. It promotes satiety. It keeps our blood sugars stable. My goal for the day for protein for you all is 90 grams or higher. That's about 3 to 4 ounces at our meal time. So don't be afraid of your nice lean meat. We love those. You're going to go ahead and cover this. You're going to cook it on low for about 4 to 6 hours. Go ahead and remove that lid. This looks amazing. It smells amazing. I wish we had smelly vision. Now, before you go, I want to plate this for you and really talk about this. We're using our Mission Carb Balance wraps. I love these. They are amazing. They're a huge source of fiber. You all know by now that fiber slows blood sugar absorption, so it helps keep our blood sugar stable. It helps with weight loss. We need to be eating 35 grams of fiber or higher in a day. That's what I stress to my folks in my clinic. We're going to go ahead and put some cabbage on it. This is an amazing dinner, all for under $4.09 per serving. Put this on your shopping list. I promise you won't regret it. And for more recipes and fun, be sure to subscribe. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees. You can see I have a huge baking pan. I love this pan, and I'm gonna line it with non-stick aluminum foil. If you've been watching my channel, and hey y'all, I'm Dietitian Shelly. My job is to lower your blood sugars and help you balance your hormones, and of course, help you lose some weight. You know that I love non-stick aluminum foil. You can use parchment paper, I guess, and you really don't have to use anything at all. You can get your non-stick aluminum foil at, of course, your Kroger, your Walmart, because baby, you know I don't shop at the fancy store. Grab your cutting board. Love, love, love this recipe. You see that I have my asparagus. It is washed. It is clean. Yes, boo, I do wash my vegetables. Some of y'all kind of pick on me a little bit about, oh, this isn't clean. Baby, my house old. It old. If it's stained, it's going to stick there. It came this way, boo. It's just how it's going to be. You can grab a knife. Which I will do in a second because sometimes I'm a little lazy. But you could do the technique of the bend and snap. And bonus points if you know where that's from, what movie that's from. You can write it in the description section because it is absolutely one of my favorites. But after a while, I'm kind of, I'm a little over it. I'm a little over the bend and the snapping. I'm going to grab my knife. We're going to cut that stem off that asparagus. And you can kind of see I'm transferring them over to my pan. And I'm grabbing one of my favorites, which is the olive oil. And we're going to use 2 tablespoons of that. We have our Redmond real salt, a little bit of pepper, but of course I have my Tony's Light. Whoa, hello. Because I do honor my low sodium folks. I understand.
I understand. I don't measure, gang. I'm Cajun. It's something we don't do. Let me know in the comments section if you're Cajun as well and where you're from, because I'm from Homa. I would say like about a half a teaspoon of each. I don't know. I just do a little shaky there. And then I go ahead and toss this. I am not about dirtying extra dishes. I do not like to throw things in a bunch of bowls and dirty it up. I'm like, I'm just going to do it in the pan. You can see that I'm doing it with a fork. I don't have fancy equipment in here. I don't want you to feel like you need fancy equipment to cook great diabetic and pre-diabetic meals and meals that are great for weight loss. When everything's coated, we're going to throw this in the oven for 15 minutes. This is amazing. It's delicious. It is one of the easiest ways to cook asparagus, but the beauty is because of that olive oil we're using, we are working to help lower our blood sugars. Gang, I'm Dietitian Shelly. If you need the recipe, look in that description box. Much love.